What would you do if someone tried to embarrass you at work, only to find out you were actually their boss? Now imagine that same person becoming your soulmate. This is a story about assumptions, unexpected connections, and how one bold front desk agent almost got herself fired, but instead found something she never saw coming: a second chance. Let me take you back to the day I walked into one of my own hotels dressed like any other guest, and left with a story I'd tell for the rest of my life. I work as a regional manager for a boutique hotel chain across the Midwest. I used to be one of those guys in a suit who showed up, smiled politely, and made staff nervous. So a few years ago, I changed my approach. Instead of making formal visits, I started showing up undercover, no warnings, no schedule, to see how things were really going on the ground. One fall, I stopped by one of our newer hotels in downtown Chicago. I dressed casually, like a guest, jeans, backpack, no name tag. I booked a room online the night before and checked in anonymously. The place looked sharp, lobby was spotless, staff was professional. But I noticed one front desk employee who caught my eye. She was around my age, sharp-tongued, and clearly ran the lobby. Let's call her Rachel. I watched as she juggled a line of guests, resolved the billing dispute without blinking, and even handled a guy yelling about valet pricing, all while maintaining this icy cool control. She was intimidating, to be honest, but impressive. I headed up to my room, then came back down an hour later with a minor complaint, just to test how they'd handle it. I walked to the front desk and said my AC wasn't working and that I might need a room change. Rachel gave me a look that could cut granite.
Sir, you booked the budget room on the 5th floor. That wing is being updated. We put that in the fine print. You can upgrade for $35 a night if you'd like AC.
Can you just check if there's anything else open?
I could, but I really don't have time for fake complaints. You're not the first person trying to scam an upgrade.
Fake complaint. That's when I realized she thought I was just another annoying guest. Not a manager, not someone who had any real authority. Just a guy in jeans who looked like he searched for promo codes and left bad Yelp reviews. I nodded politely and said, "Got it. Thanks for your time." She smirked and went back to typing. Over the next 2 days, I stayed quiet and observed. Rachel was excellent at her job. She trained new hires, caught a billing error the system missed, and even helped a couple whose child had gotten sick mid-stay. But she also had a sharp tongue and a lot of assumptions, especially about guests. On my last day, I asked to speak to the manager. Rachel gave me a passive-aggressive smile.
She's not in. You can email guest services.
"No worries," I said. "I'll leave a note for the regional manager." Then she gave me a look.
And you are?
I pulled out my ID card, which had been in my backpack the whole time. Her smile melted off her face in 2 seconds.
Oh my God, you are Nathan?
In the flesh. Her mouth opened, closed, opened again. She apologized profusely. Offered me complimentary breakfast, an upgraded suite. Even tried to carry my bag to the car. I politely declined. I told her, "You're great at your job. Just don't assume everyone in jeans is out to scam you." We both laughed awkwardly. After that, she sent me an email, a real one, apologizing again. I replied more warmly. We exchanged a few more messages. Then somehow, we ended up meeting for drinks when I was back in the city. And that turned into dinner, and a month later, a weekend getaway. 2 years later, we're engaged. She still says she never would have dated me if she'd known who I was that first week. I still say she was one promotion away from writing me up for guest manipulation. Sometimes we joke that our wedding theme should be miscommunication and minor power trips. But here's the truth. The same fierce, no-nonsense woman who tried to get me out of the lobby is now the person I trust with everything, including my hotel passwords. It's funny how life works, isn't it? One minute you're being told to wait your turn by someone who doesn't know you're her boss, The next, you're shopping for engagement rings together and arguing over wedding playlist songs. Rachel and I still laugh about how we met. She says it's the most embarrassed she's ever been at work. I say it's the best undercover mission I've ever done. And if there's one thing I've learned from all this, it's that you never really know where a little misunderstanding might lead you. Sometimes, it takes a mix-up and a bit of humility to stumble into something unforgettable. So the next time someone underestimates you, smile. You never know, they might just be your future partner in life. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss more real-life stories with a twist. And hey, share this with someone who loves a good happy ending.